Going on, guys? Welcome to week 4 of the Lost Woods Draft League. We are back sitting at 3-0, and we have the only other undefeated player this season played today. We are going up against Mr. B and the New York Ninetales. Um, just talking about him as a player, Mr. B has had he's been in the league 3 seasons. He's had 3 very good seasons. Last season I think he went 7-1. This season he's off to a 3-0 start, and it's a dicey matchup. He's played very well. His team is very good. So let's just get right into it. Starting off, have the Ogerpon Wellspring. One of the 2 best Pokemon over the course of both leagues. Both leagues have had 2 Pokemon that have really stood out. Wellspring is one of them, run by B and then KD. He's got the Sneasler. He's also got Sylveon, which he has run quite a bit. He tends to like to run spec sets. Mostly that's what I've picked up. He's got Chandelure for Trick Room options. He's got a Sand mode with Hippowdon and Houndstone. Getting either Sand Rush. Fluffy's a bad ability in this matchup, so it wouldn't be that. He could run the Thwackey just to get Grassy Surge up. He's got an Intimidator and Mabostiff. And then he's got Wattrel. To end it off, this is a very scary team. He's shown that he can build Wellspring in a few different ways. He's like mainly sashed Chandelure, but he's also liked Life Orb on there. Like I said, this is going to be a spec set, probably. Specs or AV, one of the two. At least if it's not that, it's going to be all fairy moves. Sneasler is just, this is going to be, based on my team, this is going to be a Grassy Seed set, I think. The question is it going to be Swords Dance? Very strong team. However, my first thought was, how do I get around this? Because I'm kind of sandwiched in here. So my goal was to live hits from the important stuff immediately, which were these 3 in my book. So we are bringing a Terra Poison Life Orb Blood Moon. This is EV to live a close combat. However, if I Terra Poison, Wellspring can no longer hit me super effectively, Sneasler can no longer hit me super effectively, and unless they're running Psychic Assault Vest, I don't think Sylveon is going to be hitting me. This is just an extremely good defensive type, which would force Hippowdon or Houndstone to come in. More probably Hippowdon, which is good because I think in this matchup, B needs to bring 5 Pokemon, and Hippowdon might not be one of them. This is just built to do as much damage and live. I admittedly forgot. I'm recording this after the fact because I just forgot to. I forgot what this speed is for, but I think it's my immediate guess is that if I'm at -1, I still outspeed Wellspring. That's my immediate guess. Or it could be a Sylveon speed. I think it's a Sylveon speed creep. Pair with that though, we are bringing the Tailwind mode this week. I can hit Sneasler and Wellspring for very good damage with a Sharpbeak Brave Bird set. If I want to lower their attacks, I have Feather Dance. But this is just meant to deal as much damage as possible and then get Tailwind up. Not too much to say about that. If I want to go the other mode, I have a Will-O-Wisp Trick Room Dusclops. I'm expecting a Imprison Trick Room set on Chandelure. However, I think, and also Taunt on Sneasler, or at least one of the two, I think there's a power in forcing my opponent to have to click Imprison on that first turn, because if he has to click Imprison or Taunt, like just preparing for a Sneasler and Sneasler and Chandelure lead, if I go Dusclops and Blood Moon, one of them is not going to have Sash. So one of them is probably going to get picked up, and the other one is going to have to stop the Trick Room from going up. It's just max defense. I didn't really feel too threatened by the Chandelure to do this, and then Frisk just to learn the items. Um, Round out that core, we have a Grassy Seed Ditto. The target is pretty obvious here. It's the Unburdened Sneasler that I'm expecting to show up. Um, However, if I get a Hippowdon or a Wellspring, I would not be complaining. Terra Dragon to cover for whatever Wellspring throws at us, and likely Chandelure. Um, and it's another thing just to like try to force him to bring Sylveon, where I'd have the Terra Poison Blood Moon ready to go. To round out the core, trying to get through this Wellspring, we are bringing a Ogerpon Hearthflame. This is a max speed Jolly set, so the only way he's going to catch this is if he goes max speed and then, or max speed Adamant I'm running. If he goes max speed Jolly, he catches me. However, I don't think he can afford to go Jolly. I think he needs that bulk, and we're bringing Woodhammer to one-tap this thing, regardless of if it tears or not. We have Ivy Cudgel just as our main damage dealer. It hits Thwackey, it hits Sylveon, it hits Sneasler. However, Chandelure is probably going to be Flash Fire here. It could be Flash Flyer, it could be Infiltrator. However, I think it's going to be Flash Fire, and for that, we're bringing Stomping Tantrum as a third attacking option. Whatever left over, put a tiny bit into bulk, not too much. To end it off, this is a bit risky because there's a very good chance he doesn't bring Thwackey, but I'm still bringing the Rillaboom. This is a pretty standard set. 124 speed to catch, I believe that's Modest Sylveon. Just fake out. We have a Hammer and Glide for just as much damage. Hammer's going to do great into Wellspring. Hippowdon, not necessarily Houndstone, actually. And then we have high horsepower as well to hit the other stuff, the Sneasler and the Chandelure. Terra Dragon, just to cover for it's mainly the Chandelure, and then being able to Terra away from the Chandelure without exposing myself to Wellspring. It's another Sylveon bait at the same time, so we'll see. But that is the team this week. I'm looking forward to it. Like I said, going into this match, we are both 3-0. Two very good players playing very good Pokemon right now, so I'm excited. But yeah, that is it. Like I said, this is coming out. I'm actually recording this the day of I play my week 5 match because I forgot to record. But we'll see how it goes. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you come match time. Okay. Ogerpon, Sylveon, Thwackey, Shandy, Sneasler, Ditto. Sneasler is Terra Dragon. Shandy Terra Flying, Thwackey Terra Fire, Sylveon is definitely Specs. This will be hard. It's gonna be a hard matchup. I think finding out which of the Shandy and the Sneasler is Sash is gonna be very important very quickly. Am I okay not bringing Ditto game 1? Maybe. Patrick, it's gonna be one of the two. This is a very volatile matchup for both of us. We're gonna run this to start. This is like this is actually a very hard matchup for me, but it's winnable. It is winnable. Alright, here we go. Sneasler Chandelure, this is what I expected. So is it going to be the Imprisoned set, or is it going to be neither? Let's see how well that turns out turn 1. I'm assuming this is EVLA. No reason not to be EVLA. For grassy seeds, so you're gonna be unburdened. Okay, here's the thing. It's not entirely that bad because he can't really hit me right now. So I just want to keep up the pressure. I think that's what we do, keep up pressure. Things with her dragon, which is super interesting. If I get the chance to take out the Thwacky, I should. Knockoff, that makes a lot of sense. Question is, what is this Shandy gonna cause, or how many issues is it gonna cost? I think do we bail on Trick Room at this point? I think we bail on Trick Room. Go for it. Well, we got the turn right, but we also just took a 3-turn sleep. Okay, it has Will-O-Wisp. And that is actually very good information for us. That is actually super, super good. We're gonna wake up this turn. I feel like there's no real reason not to Blood Moon here. Just clicked Will-O-Wisp again. So we will Nightshade and Hyper Voice, actually. I feel like he thinks his only way to get through this is just playing the Dire Claw game. Alright, we get Citrus out. But we know he's we know Shandy's entire moveset. Knockoff and Snoopers when we click to Dire Claw. But it's not going to matter, we also just defended Ditto very well. It is Wellspring though. disable your only attacking move, though, that's worth it. I'm gonna go for a disable on you. Alright, this is gonna be Wellspring Terra. Cudgel is probably the Dustclops. Yeah. Which one comes out now? Rillaboom 100% lives a flamethrower, right? It's not 100%, but the odds are good enough. The only question is, how fast is he? Which is actually really bad for me. This turn couldn't have gone any worse, I feel. Let's just... Oh, I don't like this. This may have been a spectacular throw by me. I guess if we still have the turn of disable, which we do. It should have been a high horsepower. Yeah, it definitely should have been a high horsepower. How did I throw this so badly? It's not over though. Because he can't... He's still disabled. He has to hit a double protect to win. If I lose off a 3-turn Dire Claw, I'm out. It's another crit though. That should have been a grassy glide for me. Yeah, I completely threw this game. Alright, that's annoying. This is just... It was a bad game by me, but it is what it is. Alright, let's get... Okay, game 2 plan. I honestly liked my game 1 plan, except I needed to high horsepower that. There's no reason I should have clicked glide. Yeah. That's such an amazing throw by me, if I'm being honest. And then I let myself get whisked as well. Though, bad play by me. The thing is, low-key, I should have won that game, right? I feel like I just run it back. I like my game plan. And the issue is I got hit with, whatever you call it. Does he have fake out is the question. I'd rather just apply this pressure immediately. I think he knows he got bailed there, multiple times. I don't know how comfortable he is going with the same play again. This also has to be max modest Chandelure, I feel. I'll just close to the wall this thing. Like, he has to Terra Fire to survive that. Dead or Terrifying, so let's see which of the latter he goes for. He chooses Terrifying. Which is super interesting. I guess he thinks the knockoff there isn't very important. Actually, Tomino Shandy's just under 100 base HP. I think. No. Just under 200, my bad. I want to bring... Glad that. I really wanted to click on stopping there. I think stopping is definitely the better play. For CC. Oh, this position's bad for me. I think I need to fake out. I gotta calculate Rillaboom now.
Wellsprings.
I think this is going to be a follow me here. I mean, he kind of has to, I feel. Yeah, we pick up here. Okay. We'll just cover our bases. Because we win this unless he is max speed, I think. So if we need to click max speed, we'll find out pretty quickly though. I'm streaming right now. Alright, there we go. Yeah. So let's see what his fourth on Wellspring is. Alright, how do we switch this up? We gotta go for some switch up here, and we're gonna do that by, I go with the duo. Fast is Thwacky. I don't think it's going to build his Thwacky faster than mine. Alright, let's have some fun. Let's get Ditto in here. Like, we took him to game 3, so it's already been a good set, but... So... Yep, alright, we're faster. See how bulky you built yourself.
think forcing a Terra on Chandelure here is very good. He does not go for a Terra. I could get into my opponent's head right now just to know what they're thinking. Don't think... Yep, he did bring the Brick Break. He brought the Brick Break. Confirm a KO on you. I won't confirm, but close enough. Let's... living. For now. Let's see if I calced this right. we'll know very quickly. Fingers crossed. That Shandy, I think, was also faster than me. It would have been unfortunate, but it would have came down to some dive ball fun stuff. Yep. This should pick up. If this play loses me in a game, that'll be funny. If he's like max speed, but I don't think he is. Borno! Somehow. Aw. I don't know who you are, but how do I ban you? I'll figure out that ban later, but... Took him out. Yeah, that I could have thrown that last turn. I knew I survived close combat, but it should have been like if I high horsepower missed, it would have been very, very sad. So that end game was I should have just high horsepowered Chandelure every time, because Ursa always lived. And then I swap. No, I don't even swap. I just I stay in, and because I killed a Sneasler that turn, I high horsepower kill the whatever you call it, but the Chandelure, and then I have a barely alive Ursaluna and a burned Rillaboom against a Wellspring. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Yeah, definitely Dire Claw with Shandy. Or no, because Sneasler could Dire Claw me. But win is a win. But thank you guys for watching. I will see you next week. Peace.